Dear student, welcome to my YouTube channel. Students, today we learn that is a topic of Bryophyta. According to classification of plant. In a topic of classification of plant, we study the cryptogams. A cryptogam, that is non-flowering plant, and the cryptogams can be divided and classified into three types. That is a division Thallophyta, then Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. In my last video lecture, a previous video lecture in extra time, we can study the division Thallophyta here. That is examples of Thallophyta and characteristics of Thallophyta. Dear student, today we can study that is a division Bryophyta, and here is a very important division here. Bryophyta, dear student, many plants are there. They can be grows on the moist places. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आपल्याला भरपूर असे प्लांट्स पाहायला मिळतात की जे ओल्या भिंतीवर वाढतात, मॉइस्ट प्लेसेसवर वाढतात. दे हॅव्हिंग अ थॅलस लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, मीन्स अ सॉफ्ट स्ट्रक्चर. बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर इज सॉफ्ट अँड थॅलस लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. सच ऑल प्लांट्स आर द ब्रायोफाइटा. असे सर्व प्लांट जे आहेत हे सर्व प्लांट्स हे ब्रायोफाइटा आहेत. ऑल सच प्लांट्स आर अ ब्रायोफाइटा. दे आर अ ग्रीन प्लांट, photosynthetic nature. They are autotrophs. Look here, that is a such type of example of Bryophyta, that is moss, or we call Funaria. Here in such plant, in this plant, there is no root, stem and leaves are present. But here root-like structure, that is rhizoids are present here, which can work like a root to absorb the moist and water from the moist places. Then not two leaves there, that is a leaf-like structures are there, and just no stem is there. Instead of stem, there is the stalk, and having bears a capsule at one end, which can bears the spores, which called a seeds of the moss there. Means a moss is a one better example and important example of that Bryophyta. Then again one example, that is Ricea is a one example of Bryophyta. Moss, or we call Funaria, or Ricea, that is the example of that Bryophyta. Dear student, we can look the Bryophyta plant in nature at everywhere on each and every moist places there. Then which are the characteristics of this Bryophyta. म्हणजे Bryophyta चे characters काय? Look here, that Bryophyta are non-flowering plant, means they not bears the flower. They are non-flowering plant, they not bears the flower, hence they are including into the cryptogams. According to classification of plant, cryptogams, that is the non-flowering plant, and phanerogams, that is the flowering plant. Bryophyta are non-flowering plant, and these plants are thalloid, multicellular and autotrophic mode of nutrition. Means thalloid means, what is the meaning of thalloid? That body structure in presence of thallus there. Means thallus structure. Thallus means there is no true root, stem and leaves are present, not a distinct part of the plant body there. Only a thallus-like structure there. Only a soft structure is there, and that is called a thalloid plant. Hence these plants are called a thalloid plant. These Bryophyta are multicellular, means a number of cells there, and autotrophic mode of nutrition. Here, dear student, what is meant by autotrophs? Autotrophs means the plant, they synthesize their own food in presence of sunlight with the help of water and carbon dioxide, and here that process is called photosynthesis, and hence they have photosynthetic nature. They have ability to synthesize their own food in presence of sunlight, hence these plants are called autotrophs, or they have autotrophic mode of nutrition. Then very important point, that point which is related to objective question there. Here, dear student, it is necessary to understand each and every point naturally there. नैसर्गिकरित्या तुम्हाला हे सर्व टॉपिक कळणं गरजेचे आहे. तर दिस पॉइंट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट फॉर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह क्वेश्चन. यू नो दिस ग्रुप ऑफ प्लांट इज कॉल्ड amphibians. You know why they are called amphibians? These groups of plant, that bryophyta, are called amphibians. You know, dear student, my question is that why they are called amphibians? त्याला आपण amphibians का म्हणतो? Because they can grow in a moist places. Because they can grow in a moist places, but they require water for reproduction. They require water for reproduction. They can grow in a moist places there, and but they require water for reproduction. Means they require or they need water for reproduction. Means because they grow in moist places, these plants are grows in moist places, but they need water for reproduction. Hence they are called amphibians. Look, dear student, they are called amphibians. Understand here why they are called amphibians? Because they grow in moist places, but they require water for reproduction. Hence they are called amphibians. Understand here? Then look here, that is a true root, stem and leaves are absent. Not the actual root, stem and leaves, this distinct part are absent there. But only there is a root-like structure, that is rhizoids are present. Look here, dear student, in this diagram of that moss or Funaria, here rhizoids are present there. They can fix the moist places, and that rhizoid can absorb the nutrients and water from the moist places there, that do the function of root. Rhizoids can do the function of root. Means you know that rhizoids are present, that leaf-like structures are present, but not a true leaves there. But they have chlorophyll there, they have green pigment, hence they trap the solar energy and carry out the process of photosynthesis. Means root-like structure or root-like parts are present there. Then important point is that these plants are reproduced asexually. Asexual type of reproduction is there. Dear student, you know there are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. You know what is asexual and sexual reproduction? We can learn in another chapter and in the next year, that is 10th class. But important point here, in this season, in this class also, we can study that is a life process here, a reproduction, that asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. This plant can reproduce asexually because that not required a male and female gamete. That asexual type of reproduction, but which asexual type of reproduction? That is a spore formation. You know what is in my spore? That filament should be grows from the leaf-like structure, that is called a stalk, and the stalk at the end bears one capsule-like structure, that is called a sporangium or capsule. A balloon-like structure, that is called capsule or a sporangium, which can bear the spores, and spores are the seeds of that moss or Funaria. If that capsule becomes mature there, then it should be burst, and the spores can be falls on the moist places in this way and grows the new moss there. Means that plants can be reproduced asexually by a spore formation. They can reproduce asexually by spore formation there. Means in this way, that is a topic of bryophyta. Means division bryophyta is a part of cryptogam there. It is non-flowering plant, multicellular, autotrophic. You know, a reproduction is asexually reproduced there by spore formation. Root, stem and leaves, true root, stem and leaves are absent there, but root-like part, rhizoids are present, leaf-like parts are present. Means in this way, that is one topic of bryophyta. Dear student, you can write these notes in your notebook. If that any doubt is there, then ask to me. and I will give reply instantly to you and solve your problems there. Hence, dear student, please subscribe my YouTube channel Science Vision with Bhandekar sir to learn a total syllabus of 9 class of physics, chemistry and biology, whole science there. Thanks for watching this video.